every dread, a whole ecosystem thriving in the static of my head. The doctors call it anxious, call it racing, call it wrong. I've been calling it a torment my entire life long. But lately I've been watching how the strange things grow inside, and wondering if the blues a curse or something I can ride. In the dark, it spray leaves a mark, it blooms. A spark, the static never sleeps. Static bloom, the garden in my mind. Static bloom, the thoughts I left behind. Everything I couldn't quiet grew into something strange. Static bloom, beautiful and deranged. Grow, grow, in the static. Grow, grow, it's automatic. Every night the same procession of the things I should have said, the conversations you played 1,000 times inside my head, the what ifs and the maybes and the doors I didn't take, blooming in the darkness every hour I'm awake. It's exhausting, it's relentless, it's a mind that never stops, a greenhouse full of worry where the pressure never drops. But somewhere in the chaos of this overgrowing brain, there's a beauty that the quiet minded never will attain. It grows, the dark, it spreads, leave a mark, it blooms. A spark, the static never sleeps. Static bloom, the garden in my mind. Static bloom, the thoughts I left behind. Everything I couldn't quiet grew into something strange. Static bloom, beautiful and deranged. Grow, grow, in the static. Grow, grow, it's automatic. What if the racing mind isn't broken? What if all this blooming in the dark is a gift I never learned to read? The same brain that won't stop worrying, won't stop creating either. So let it bloom. Let it bloom! Let it grow! Let it grow! Let it show! The mind that never quiets, never dies. Static bloom, the garden in my mind. Static bloom, the thoughts I left behind. Everything I couldn't quiet grew into something strange. Static bloom, beautiful and deranged. Grow, grow, in the static. Grow, grow, it's automatic. The garden keeps growing, whether I water it or not, so I might as well learn its language. And they all play and work. The coolest voice I've ever heard don't come from any foe. It comes from the announcer in my head that runs the show. You're not enough, you're too much, you're a failure, you're a fraud on a loop. Since I was little, my own personal facade of a bully that lives rent-free in the middle of my skull. Narrating all my failures, making every trial mole. I never speak to anyone the way I speak to me. The thorns inside this garden are the sharpest ones I'll see. Every thought, every voice, every word, self-made. The thorns all point at me. The garden turns on its own. The cruelest voice I've known. I never heard a stranger the way I heard my mind. The enemy's the kind I left behind. From the inside, nowhere to hide. So I started catching the announcer in the act. You're worthless. Wait, says who? Let's fact check that. In fact, and when I dragged a cruel voice into the light of day, I noticed it just parroted the things they used to say. The bully wasn't even mine, it was installed by other hands. A recording of my critics that I played on my own gland. So I started talking back, started questioning the voice. The thorns are fully powerful when you forget you have a choice. Question it, question it, answer back. Rejoice, the thorns can be defined. The garden turns on its own. The cruelest voice I've known. I never heard a stranger the way I heard my mind. The enemy's the kind I left behind. when I stopped agreeing with it. But silence has its own kind of danger. Overgrown, the garden ate the game. Overgrown, too many thoughts to navigate. I planted one small worry and I swallowed up the yard. Overgrown, and breathing's getting hard. Lost in the tangle. Lost every angle. Started with a single thought I couldn't quite let go. Watered it with midnight, watched the whole thing overgrow. Now I can't find the path, can't find the exit, can't find me. Buried in the jungle of anxiety. Every thought's got 7 branches, every branch has got a thorn. Every worry breeds a new one from the moment it is born. I'm suffocating in a garden that I never meant to grow. They overgrown, tedious that nobody can know. Too much, too loud, too dense. The crowd can't breathe. The shroud, they overgrow this winter. Overgrown, the garden ate the gate. Overgrown, too many thoughts to navigate. I planted one small worry and it swallowed up the yard. Overgrown, and breathing's getting hard. Lost in the tangle. Lost every angle. So while alert, overgrowth just needs a blade and steady hands. Not to kill the garden, just to clear some breathing lands. I can't stop the thoughts from growing, that's just how my brain is wired. But I can cut some path through it when the density's too dire. Meditation is a machete, therapy's a shear. Naming what I'm feeling, clears a little breathing space in here. The garden's always gonna grow, that's not a thing I'll change. But I can learn to tend it so it doesn't feel the rage. Cut a path, breathe now. Clear some space, see out. Tend to grow, right now. The garden needs a garden. Overgrown, the garden ate the gate. Overgrown, too many thoughts to navigate. I planted one small worry and it swallowed up the yard. Overgrown, and breathing's getting hard. You can't stop your mind from growing, but you're not helpless in the overgrown. You can learn to be the gardener instead of the lost wanderer. Cut a path, one breath at a time. High sustained clean note. Clear a path. Turn thy garden. Clear it out. Turn thy garden. That's what it's about. Turn thy garden. The overgrown mind just needs a steady hand. Overgrown, but I'm learning how to tell. Overgrown, it's not the bitter end. I planted one small worry, but I'm clearing past at last. Overgrown, I'm breathing through the vast. Cut the tangle. New angle. One path cleared. One breath taken, it's a start. But some nights the garden turns on me. Wilt, the garden turns to gray. Wilt, the color drained away. The mind that raced too fast just stopped and now there's nothing here. Wilt, and numb is worse than fear. Fight, everything's dying. Fight, not even trying. First the garden overgrew and then the thorns came out. And now the strangest phase of all its wilting, there's no doubt. Everything just great and drooped and lost its will to grow. The racing thoughts went silent, but it's not the peace I know. It's the silence of a garden that has given up the fight. No color, no sensation, no more darkness and no light. Just a flat and there's nothing where the blooming used to be. And I take the overgrowth again over this empty me. Nothing grows, nothing dies, nothing moves, nothing tries, nothing be the one that's storing up the spring. So I did the only thing that works when everything is great. I waited for the green, I didn't force the bloom, I just kept the roots alive. And one great morning, one small leaf reminded me to survive. One small leaf, one small green, on track, one small sign. The garden isn't dead. Wilt, the garden turned to gray. Wilt, the color drained away. The mind that raced too fast just stopped, and now there's nothing here. Wilt, but green is drawing near. Fight, grow, something's living. Fight, grow, slowly giving. If you're in the gray right now, the flat, the numb, the nothing. Hold on, the wilt is not the end. It's a season. Gardens come back, even yours, even now. Keep the roots alive, just the roots that's I sustain, oh no. Keep the roots alive. Keep the roots survive. The wilted garden's only sleeping, not dead. Wilt, the garden turned to gray. Wilt, but green is on the way. The mind has stopped disturbing, and I feel a little here. Wilt, the spring is drawing near. Something's living. Life is giving. One green leaf in all the gray, and it's enough to keep going.
And then something shifted. A stillness that wasn't empty. The eye. Next.
Life is given.
There's a place where it all goes white.
There are 50 years of hurricane inside this racing head, and I found out something wild that no doctor ever said. Right in the center of the chaos, in the very heart of it, there's a place of perfect stillness where the storm just seems to quit. They call it the eye. Look how the hurricane surrounds the paradox of peace that only in the chaos can be found. I stumbled into it by accident one night. I nearly broke it in the out of all my panic. Something itching in me. Whoa, breathe into it. The calm. Sink into it. The bomb. Rest into it. No harm. The eye is always there. The eye, the calm in the middle of me. The eye, where the storm sets me free. Right in the heart of chaos, there's a stillness I can hold. The eye, the center, calm and bold. Still, in the middle, still.
peace and I. A calm you can return to. Find it, and it's yours. Find the reality. Find the calm. Find the balm. The stillest place on earth is in the storm. The eye, the calm in the middle of me. The eye, where the storm sets me free. Right in the heart of chaos, there's a stillness I can hold. The eye, the center, calm and bold. Still, in the middle. Still, solve the riddle. The storm still turns around me, but I'm standing in the eye. And from the eye, I can finally see the whole garden clearly.
They want me to be a day person, but my mind blooms at midnight. I'm nocturnal. My whole life they tried to fix the way my brain is wired. Sleep at night, wake up early, be like a stay required. But my mind comes alive at midnight, blooms when the world goes dark. When the noise dies down and finally I can hear my own spark. The thoughts that overwhelm by day become my art by night. The sensitivity that drowns me turns to insight in low light. I'm not broken, I'm not lazy, I'm not failing at the norm. I'm just built for different novels, I'm a creature of the storm. Let me be, let me bloom, let me thrive. I wasn't made for daylight. Nocturnal, my mind comes alive at night. Nocturnal, I'm not built for the light. Everything they call the flaws, the way that I'm designed. Nocturnal, the beauty of my kind. That's my season. That's my reason. See the same brain that can't do small talk at a crowded noon can read a person's whole life story underneath the moon. The same sensitivity that makes the daytime overwhelming is the thing that makes me feel the world in ways that are compelling. Every too much is a power running in the wrong light. Every too intense is just to get the blooms at night. So I stopped apologizing for the creature that I am and started building a life around the rhythms of my plan. Let me be, let me bloom in the dark, let me thrive. I wasn't made for daylight. Nocturnal, my mind comes alive at night. Nocturnal, I'm not built for the light. Everything they call the flaws, the way that I'm designed. Nocturnal, the beauty of my kind. That's my season. That's my reason. Stop trying to bloom in someone else's sunlight. Some flowers only open in the dark, and they're no less beautiful for it. They're more rare. In your own hours, on your own terms. I sustain clean note, bloom at night. Oh no, die, nocturnal. Oh no, die, eternal. The creature they couldn't fix was never broken. Nocturnal, my mind comes alive at night. Nocturnal, I'm not built for the light. Everything they call the flaws, the way that I'm designed. Nocturnal, the beauty of my kind. That's my season. That's my reason. Midnight, my mind blooming exactly as designed. And once you accept your own nature, you can finally use it. Caught in, and I'm the Korn.
Feel alive.
Took me 30 years to learn the thing they never taught in school. Your mind's a garden and attention is the sunlight and the tool. Whatever thought you feed with focus, that's the thing that's gonna grow. Feed the fear gets bigger. Feed the hope will show. I spent decades feeding worry, wonder why the worry spread. Watering my anxious thoughts and starving good ones instead. But the garden doesn't care what's true, it only grows what's fed. So I'm changing what I water in the acres of my head.
Feed the good
With light,
start the fear
of sight.
grow the strong
Go bright.
find the garden now.
Feed the light, I choose what's gonna grow. Feed the light, the garden that I sow. Attention is the sunlight and I'm pointing it with care.
Feed the light,
I'm the gardener there.
grow what I wanna grow.
Get it smarter. Now it ain't toxic positive, I'm not pretending weeds don't grow. The overgrowth, the thorns, the what those seasons still will show. But I get a vote, now I get a say in where my focus goes. I can feed the gratitude instead of feeding all my woes. It's a practice, it's a discipline. It's the hardest thing I do to catch my mind. It's spiraling, redirect the view. The garden's always growing, something that's to fix the sign.
But which things get the sunlight? That decision's finally mine. Feed the good
With light,
start the fear
of sight.
grow the strong find the garden now.
Feed the light, I choose what's gonna grow. Feed the light, the garden that I sow. Attention is the sunlight and I'm pointing it with care.
Feed the light,
I'm the gardener there. What I wanna get it smarter. You can't stop the garden growing, but you're not powerless. You can't stop the garden growing. Carry out the fun. Every thought you focus on gets stronger. Everyone you release gets weaker. You're not a victim of your mind.
you're its gardener.
So point the light where you wanna bloom.
I sustain clean out. Feed the light. Feed the light. Now feed the light. Now grow it right. The mind obeys the focus that you choose.
Feed the light, I choose what's gonna grow. Feed the light, the garden that I sow. Attention is the sunlight and I'm pointing it with care.
Feed the light.
I'm the gardener there. What I water, get it smarter. You can't stop the garden growing, but you're not powerless. Every thought you focus on gets stronger. Everyone you release gets weaker. You're not a victim of your mind. You're its gardener.
So point the light where you wanna blow. I sustain clean light where you wanna blow.
It's a leg. The night.
Feed the light now. Garden on now. Garden on now. Garden on now. The mind obeys the focus that you choose.
Feed it light, I choose what's gonna grow. Feed it light, the garden that I sow. Attention is the sunlight and I'm pointing it with care. Feed it light, I'm the gardener there. What I water, getting smarter. Pointing the light, watching the good things grow. Finally in control. And attended gardening becomes something beautiful. The bloom. The garden's finally mine. Full of bloom, the chaos turned divine. Everything I thought became the beauty I possess. Full of bloom, the mind I used to set.
wilt, the storms, the floods, the tears turned out to be the richest soil that anyone could own. Once I stopped trying to pave it, then I let the wild be grown. The anxious mind that wouldn't stop became a creative fire. The sensitivity that drowned me made me feel the whole was quiet. The very thing they tried to fix, to medicate, to tame. My careless use of everything with loving in my name. What tormented, now it blooms. What overwhelmed, now it looms. Beautiful, now it consumes. The garden's in full bloom. The garden's finally mine. Full of bloom. The chaos turned divine. Everything I thought became the beauty I possess. Full of bloom, the mind I used to second guess. Bloom, 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 in full color. Bloom, 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 like no other. See, I used to want a normal mind, a quiet, simple brain, the kind that doesn't spiral, doesn't overthink, feel pain so intensely, but I trade away the depth, the art, the fire, everything that makes me me to be a little less on the wire. Now I wouldn't take the trade for anything you name. The chaos is the canvas and the sensitivity's a flame. My garden's wide, it's strange and overwhelming, and it's true, but it feels like nothing normal ever could have do. What tormented, now it blooms. Overwhelmed, now it looms. Beautiful, now it consumes. The garden's in full bloom. The garden's finally mine. Full bloom. The chaos turned divine. Everything I thought became the beauty I possess. Full of bloom, the mind I used to second guess. Bloom, bloom, in full color. Bloom, bloom, like no other.
The mind you've been fighting your whole life. The one that feels too much, thinks too much, blooms too wild. What if it was never the problem?
What if it was always the masterpiece? High sustain, clean up. Full bloom, it all. Full color, bloom, it all. No other. The mind they tried to fix became the gift.
Bloom.
The garden's finally mine. Full bloom. The chaos turned divine. Everything I thought became the beauty I possess. Full of bloom, the mind I used to second guess. Bloom, bloom, in full color. Bloom, bloom, like no other.
Full bloom. The strangest, most beautiful garden. And it's mine. But a garden this beautiful was meant to be shared.
All you strength-minded creatures, all you wild darkness.
Welcome to the Garden of the Strange. tend each other's gardens, help the wild ones bloom and know
That the mind that overwhelms you when you face it all alone becomes a gift, a superpower when it's finally not unknown. We share the coping, share the beauty, share the 3 a.m. The ones who bloom in darkness finally found a place of them. So if your mind's a wild, strange, overgrown and blooming place, there's a spot for you right here in the garden of the strange.
you bloom with
Nature,
you feel too much.
you think too deep. Nature, welcome to the garden of the strange. Garden of the strange, where the wild ones finally fit. Garden of the strange, no more fighting, no more quit. Every overgrown, overfeeling, overblooming mind. Garden of the strange, the beautiful kind. And we're thriving. We're surviving.
If your mind has ever made you feel alone, too much, too weird, too intense for the world, there's a whole garden of us out here, blooming in the dark. You were never strange, you were just early to the garden. Come blow! Come blow! Hey! Come blow! Hey! Come blow! Strange and thriving! Talk about strange and thriving! The wild gardens bloom the brightest of them all. Garden of the strange, where the wild ones finally fit. Garden of the strange, no more fighting, no more quit. Every overgrown, overfeeling, overblooming mind. Garden of the strange, the beautiful kind. And we're thriving. We're surviving. We're surviving. We're surviving. A whole field of strange, wild, beautiful minds. And once you found your garden, you plant seeds for the next.
And full blow! Routine is facing broken. Time to plant the seed.
There's a young one fighting his own mind, the way I used to do. Convinced he's broken, convinced he's cursed, convinced he's just askew. Hating every race and thought, every feeling running deep, trying to be normal, losing sleep, he'll never get to keep it. I could let him figure out the whole thing on his own. 10 years of self-hatred, feeling weird and all alone, or I could plant a single seed of truth I wish I'd heard. The love that's not caught his own one is a turning underground. Plant the seed of truth. Plant the seed in the young. Plant the seed, live and grow. Your strange mind is a cat. Plant the seed, the truth I wish I knew. Plant the seed that your strange mind is true. Not a curse, not a defect, but a garden growing wild. Plant the seed in every strange mind child. Blow, grow, pass it forward. Blow, grow, ever onward. 10 tracks ago I hated the whole garden in my head. The overgrowth, the thorns, the wilt, the nights I lay in dread. And track by track I learned to tend it, feed it light and find the eye inside the storm, the beauty in my kind of mind. And now the only thing that's left, the final truest deed, to hand another struggling garden the acceptance seed. 'Cause every strange while blooming mind that learns to love its own plants a field of gardens for the strange ones not yet grown. Plant the seed of truth. Plant the seed in the young. Plant the seed, live and grow. Your strange mind is a kid. Plant the seed, the truth I wish I knew. Plant the seed that your strange mind is true. Not a curse, not a defect, but a garden growing wild. Plant the seed in every strange mind child. Grow, grow, pass it forward. Grow.
so stay clean. No, let it bloom. Plant seed, pass it on. Plant the seed till it's grown. The strangest minds grow the most beautiful gardens. Plant the seed, the truth I wish I knew. Plant the seed that your strange mind is true. Not a glitch, not a defect, but a garden growing wild. Plant the seed in every strange mind shine. Grow, pass it forward. Grow, ever onward.
And the young one planted the seed, and something started growing. And I remembered the first time something bloomed in my own dark. So for everyone still fighting the garden in their head, something's growing in the dark of you. Something's growing. The garden never stops.
Let it bloom. The garden never stops.